Rain. Noun. Moisture condensed from the atmosphere that falls visibly in separate drops. Falls of rain. A large or overwhelming quantity of things that fall or descend. Verb. Rain falls. Of the sky, the clouds, etc., send down rain. Of objects fall in large or overwhelming quantities. Used to convey that a specified thing is falling in large or overwhelming quantities. Send down in large or overwhelming quantities. Raw. Adjective. Of food, uncooked. Of a material or substance in its natural state, not yet processed or purified. Of information not analyzed, evaluated, or processed for use. Of a part of the body, red and painful, especially as the result of skin abrasion. Of an emotion or quality, strong and undisguised. Frank and realistic in the depiction of unpleasant facts or situations. Of language, coarse or rude, typically in relation to sexual matters. Of the weather, bleak, cold, and damp. Of a person, new to an activity or job and therefore lacking experience or skill. Of the edge of a piece of cloth, not having a hem or selvage. Red. Adjective. Of a color at the end of the spectrum next to orange and opposite violet, as of blood, fire, or rubies. Of a person or their face or complexion, flushed or rosy, especially with embarrassment, anger, or a healthy glow. Of a person's eyes, bloodshot or having pink rims, especially with tiredness or crying. Of hair or fur, a reddish brown or orange-brown color. Of a people, having or regarded as having reddish skin. Of or denoting the suits, hearts, and diamonds in a deck of cards. Of wine, made from dark grapes and colored by their skins. Denoting a red light or flag used as a signal to stop. Used to denote something forbidden, dangerous, or urgent. Of a ski run, of the second highest level of difficulty, as indicated by colored markers. Denoting one of 3 colors of cork. Communist or socialist, used especially during the Cold War with reference to the Soviet Union. Stained with blood, or involving bloodshed or violence. Noun. Red color or pigment. Red clothes or material. A red thing. A red wine. A red ball in billiards. A red light. A communist or socialist. The situation of owing money to a bank or making a loss in a business operation. Rich. Adjective. Having a great deal of money or assets. Wealthy. Of a country or region, having valuable natural resources or a successful economy. Of expensive materials or workmanship, demonstrating wealth. Generating wealth, valuable. Plentiful, abundant. Having a particular thing in large amounts. Of food, containing a large amount of fat, spices, sugar, etc. Of drink, full-bodied. Of the mixture in an internal combustion engine, containing a high proportion of fuel. Producing a large quantity of something. Of soil or a piece of land having the properties necessary to produce fertile growth. Of a mine or mineral deposit, yielding a large quantity or proportion of precious metal. Of a color, sound, smell, etc., pleasing, deep, or strong. Interesting because full of diversity or complexity. Of a remark causing ironic amusement or indignation. Ring. Noun. A small circular band, typically of precious metal and often set with one or more gemstones, worn on a finger as an ornament or a token of marriage, engagement, or authority. A ring-shaped or circular object. A circular marking or pattern. A group of people or things arranged in a circle. A circular or spiral course. A thin band or disk of rock and ice particles around a planet. Short for tree ring. A circular prehistoric earthwork typically consisting of a bank and ditch. An enclosed space surrounded by seating for spectators in which a sport, performance, or show takes place. A roped enclosure for boxing or wrestling. The profession, sport, or institution of boxing. A group of people drawn together due to shared interest or goal, especially one involving illegal or unscrupulous activity. Another term for closed chain. A set of elements with two binary operations, addition and multiplication, the second being distributive over the first and associative. Verb. Surround someone or something, especially for protection or containment. Form a line around the edges of something circular. Draw a circle around something, especially to focus attention on it. Put a circular band through the nose of a bull, pig, or other farm animal to lead or otherwise control it. Make a clear, resonant, or vibrating sound. Cause a bell or alarm to ring. Of a telephone, produce a series of resonant or vibrating sounds to signal an incoming call. Call for service or attention by sounding a bell. Sound the hour, appeal, etc. on a bell or bells. Call by telephone. Of a place, resound or reverberate with a sound or sounds. Of a person's ears, be filled with continuous buzzing or humming noise, especially as the after effect of a blow or loud noise. Be filled or permeated with a particular quality. Convey a specified impression or quality. Noun. An act of causing a bell to sound, or the resonant sound caused by this. Each of a series of resonant or vibrating sounds signaling an incoming telephone call. A telephone call. A loud, clear sound or tone. A particular quality conveyed by something heard or expressed. A set of bells, especially church bells. Rip. Verb. Tear or pull something quickly or forcibly away from something or someone. Make a long tear or cut in. Make a hole by force. Come violently apart. Tear. Cut wood in the direction of the grain. Move forcefully and rapidly. Use a program to copy material from CD or DVD onto a computer's hard drive. Noun. A long tear or cut. An act of tearing something forcibly. A fraud or swindle, a rip-off. A stretch or fast-flowing and rough water in the sea or in a river caused by the meeting of currents. Short for rip current. A dissolute, immoral person, especially a man. A mischievous person, especially a child. A worthless horse. Roof. Noun. The structure forming the upper covering of a building or vehicle. The top inner surface of a covered area or space. The ceiling. Used to signify a house or other building, especially in the context of hospitality or shelter. Verb. Cover with a roof. Function as the roof of. Room. Noun. Space that can be occupied or where something can be done, especially viewed in terms of whether there is enough. Opportunity to scope for something to happen or be done, especially without causing trouble or damage. A part or division of a building enclosed by walls, floor, and ceiling. The people present in a room. A set of rooms typically rented in which a person, couple, or family live. Verb. Share a room or house or apartment, especially a rented one at a college or similar institution. Provide with a shared room or lodging. Rude, adjective. Offensive, impolite, or ill-mannered. Referring to a taboo subject such as sex in a way considered improper and offensive. Having a startling abruptness. Vigorous or hardy. Roughly made or done, lacking subtlety or sophistication, ignorant and uneducated. Run, verb. Move at a speed faster than a walk, never having both or all the feet on the ground at the same time. Run as a sport or for exercise. Of an athlete or a racehorse compete in a race. Enter a racehorse for a race. Move about in a hurried and hectic way. Of a batter or base runner, attempt to advance to the next base. Of hounds, chase or hunt their quarry. Of a boat, sail directly before the wind, especially in bad weather. Of a migratory fish, go upriver from the sea in order to spawn. Pass or cause to pass quickly or smoothly in a particular direction. Move or cause to move somewhere forcefully or with a particular result. Fail to stop at a red traffic light. Navigate rapids or a waterfall in a boat. With reference to a liquid, flow or cause to flow. Cause water to flow over something. Fill a bath with water. Be covered or streaming with a particular liquid. Emit or exude a liquid. Of a solid substance, melt and become fluid. Of the sea, the tide, or a river, rise higher or flow more quickly. Of dye or color in fabric or paper, dissolve and spread when the fabric or paper becomes wet. Extend or cause to extend in a particular direction. Pass into or reach a specified state or level. Of a bus, train, ferry, or other form of transportation, make a regular journey on a particular route. Put a particular form of public transportation in service. Take someone somewhere in a car. Be in charge of, manage. Of a system, organization, or plan, operate or proceed in a particular way. Organize and make available for other people, carry out a test or procedure. Own, maintain, and use a vehicle. Be in or cause to be in operation, function or cause to function. Move or cause to move between the spools of a recording machine. Continue or be valid or operative for a particular period of time. Happen or arrive at the specified time. Of a play or exhibition, be staged or presented. Be a candidate in a political election, especially of a political party, sponsor a candidate in an election. Publish or be published in a newspaper or magazine. Of a story, argument, or piece of writing, have a specified wording or contents. Bring goods into a country illegally and secretly, smuggle. Of an object or act, cost someone a specified amount. Of a stocking or pair of tights, develop a vertical line of unraveled stitches. Noun, an act or spell of running, a running pace, an annual mass migration of fish up a river to spawn, or the return migration afterwards. A journey accomplished by route taken by a vehicle, aircraft, or boat, especially on a regular basis. A short excursion made in a car. The distance covered in a specified period, especially by a ship. A short flight made by an aircraft on a straight and even course at a constant speed before or while dropping bombs. An opportunity or attempt to achieve something. A preliminary test of the efficiency of a procedure or system. An attempt to secure election to political office. A continuous spell of a particular situation or condition. A continuous series of performances. A quantity or amount of something produced at one time. A continuous stretch or length of something. A rapid series of musical notes forming a scale. A sequence of cards of the same suit. A widespread and sudden continuous demand for a particular currency or commodity. A sudden demand for repayment from a bank made by a large number of lenders. The average or usual type of person or thing. A sloping snow-covered course or track used for skiing, bobsledding, or tobogganing. A track made or regularly used by a particular animal. An enclosed area in which domestic animals or birds can run freely in the open. A large open stretch of land used for pasture or the raising of stock. Free and unrestricted use or access to. A point scored by hitting the ball so that both batsmen are able to run between the wickets, or awarded in some other circumstances. A point scored when a base runner reaches home plate after touching the other bases. A vertical line of unraveled stitches in stockings or tights. A downward trickle of paint or a similar substance when applied too thickly. A small stream. The after part of a ship's bottom where it rises and narrows towards the stern. Diarrhea.